Hello and welcome to Hot at Home, your questions answered. I'm Jackie and today's question comes to me from someone that posted on my YouTube channel. So here's the question. I've heard that it's possible to lose weight with diet and cardio alone, but some say you risk lowering your metabolism because some of the body weight you will lose will be in the form of muscle. Is this true? If so, do you really lose that much muscle that it really hinders your progress long term? I'm asking this because I don't have access to a gym. Okay, so you didn't actually mention to me what your weight is to start, or your height, or how much fat you have to lose, or how much muscle you actually have on your body already, or what your goal is. I understand it must be to lose some fat, just by the way this question is formulated. But okay, so the truth about metabolism is people who are heavier have a higher metabolism. So even if they're heavier because of fat, they have a higher metabolism. So because it takes more calories to maintain their body, the mass of their body. So whether it's a lot of muscle that's on their body or a lot of fat that's on their body, people who are heavier do have a higher metabolism. And people who are quite heavy from fat usually have a really high metabolism. It's just the way it works. It just takes more calories to maintain all that fat. So the truth is, whenever your body mass goes down, your metabolism will get slower. That's just the way it works. So if you lose fat, your metabolism gets slower as you lose the fat, so it gets harder and harder to lose the weight as you get lighter, slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. So that's one of the reasons you want to sort of build up some muscle, because maintaining the muscle helps to increase your metabolism. So yes, if you start to lose muscle, you can affect your metabolism. You definitely want to find a way to weight train. Now, doing just cardio and just nutrition, a good nutrition to lose weight, yes, you can. Absolutely, you can lose weight doing that. Will it mess up your metabolism? It depends how much cardio you're doing. You know, I mean, if you're going out for a 40-minute run every day, probably it's not going to be that big a deal. But if you're training for something like a marathon and you're running for 5 or 6 hours a day, or even 2 or 3 hours a day, then yeah, maybe it's going to mess you up a little bit, because that's all you're doing. You're not doing any weight training to maintain your muscle. So you're going to want to try and find some way to do some strength training. And you say that you're asking this because you don't have access to a gym. Well, hey, guess what? Guess what? I work out at home. I've got muscle. So just because you don't have access to a gym, or you've only got a really small space to work out in, doesn't mean that you can't build great muscle and maintain your muscle while you're losing weight and doing cardio. Because yeah, cardio is what helps you burn fat for sure. So if you're doing cardio and you want to still have a sort of muscular or fit-looking body, then you definitely want to find a way to strength train. So you can use body weight exercises. There's tons of great body weight exercises that you can do. If you haven't got Hot at Home already, grab Hot at Home. I mean, it's formulated for working out at home with minimal equipment in a really small space. So even if you live in a little tiny place, I mean, I can't pick the camera up and now and show you around, but I've done that before. This place is small. The living room, I work out in my living room, and it's probably 6 feet by 6 feet. That's it. And I jump rope and I lift weights and lots of body weight stuff, jumping jacks. Ceilings, I think the ceiling's 8 feet. It's enough. It's enough to get jumping jacks and jump rope done. I don't have to move furniture to do jump rope. People think they need more room than they do for jump rope. You don't really need that much room. So the bottom line is, if you're not weight training, you will lose muscle mass. There's nothing. You're not doing anything to help maintain it or to grow it. So yeah, you absolutely should try and find a way. The other good thing, though, is that it's not permanent. If you sort of fall off track with the weight training and you do lose muscle while you're trying to lose fat, and you're only doing cardio and good nutrition, and you do lose a bunch of fat, but you also lose some muscle. Muscle's got memory, so it's not like it just dissipates into nothing. It's still there. It's just not trained. So once you start training again, you can put it back on again pretty quickly. So if you've been letting it go for a while and you really are getting concerned about this, then get back at it right away. I mean, a cheap pair of adjustable dumbbells and a couple of fitness bands and the Hot at Home program, and you are good to go, my friend. Honestly, it'll get you exactly what you need, which is good weight training, great cardio workouts as well, circuit training that will help you get your heart rate up while you weight train as well, and get some muscle back on your body or maintain what you've already got. And don't worry about the gym. You don't need a gym. All right, so I hope that really helped you out, and we'll see you guys again next time. Take care.